Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Ministry of Education and Partners COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program. The Ministry of Education and Partners COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program is a 30-minute radio intervention support program that is meant to provide continuous instruction to keep you academically engaged during this stay-at-home period, as well as preparing you, our 6th, 9th, and 12th graders for the pending Liberia Primary School Certificate Exam, Liberia Junior High School Certificate Exam, and West Africa Senior Secondary Certificate Exam when the time comes. Also, in addition to this academic support, the program is meant to provide psychosocial support for learners, teachers, and parents, and also tips on how you as parents and teachers can provide support to your students and children at home. Now, let's join our teacher for today's lesson.
Hello, students. We are teachers Che Kriboti K. Solomon
and Mr. Aaron T. Bala
of Rising Academies. This is the Rising Youth Movement Partnership for the Ministry of Education COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program. Lesson number 22. Our lesson today is math for students of grade 3 to 4, and the topic is subtracting three-digit numbers using pictures in expanded form. For today's lesson, we will be able to define words like minuend and subtract hand, label the numbers involved in a subtraction problem, find a difference to a subtraction problem. While we listen to these COVID-19 health tips, please take out your pencil, pen, copybooks, and get ready for today's lesson. Again, welcome. Let's learn.
What are the symptoms of COVID-19? COVID-19 symptoms include cough, fever, shortness of breath. In rare cases, COVID-19 can lead to severe respiratory problem, kidney failure, or death. If you have a fever or any kind of respiratory difficulty, such as coughing and shortness of breath, call your doctor.
Welcome back to Radio Math. Hello, students. I hope you are feeling good and ready to learn more about numbers. For today, we will be reading and writing numbers in different forms. Here are our fun activities. Mindful moment to get our brain settled and ready to learn. Number warm-up to practice our counting skills. Number workout to work on subtracting numbers. Lastly, challenge problem to apply what we have learned. For today's class, you need paper or pencil, your hundreds bundles, 10 sticks, and 1 counters. If you don't have all these things, that's okay. You can still participate in our lesson today by drawing squares for hundreds, little sticks for tens, and dots for ones. I want you to please gather the materials you need. You will also need someone in your house to be your special partner for today. Please ask them to get ready now. We will now join Teacher Abram for our next activity called Mindful Moment.
Great. Thank you, Teacher Kribo. It is time for our mindful movement to slow down, calm our minds, and to get ready to learn. Today, we will do a sound focus exercise. Are you ready? Great. First, I want you to sit up straight. Relax your shoulders and close your eyes. We are going to take one deep breath together to start. I want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's do it together. Breathe in deeply through your nose and out through your mouth. Great job. I'm going to make a sound. I want you to listen to the sound as long as you can. Focus on the sound while you are breathing. When you cannot hear the sound any longer, I want you to slowly, gently open your eyes. Let's do this one more time. I want you to listen to the sound as long as you can. Focus on the sound while you breathe. When you cannot hear the sound any longer, I want you to slowly, gently open your eyes. Great! I hope you feel calmer and ready to learn. Let's begin our number warm-up. All right, everyone. Next, we are going to warm up our bodies and brains with an activity called Count and Move. Did you know that moving your body can help improve your memory? We are going to do a number of movements. And as we do, we will practice our subtraction fight within 20. As you subtract, I want you to hop in place. Get ready? Go. 20 minus 4 is what?
16.
16 minus 4 is what?
12.
12 minus 4 is what?
8.
8 minus 4 is what?
4.
And 4 minus 4 is what?
0.
Wow! Great job, students. Let's keep practicing subtraction. This time, I want you to do a squat each time you subtract. Ready? Go. 20 minus 5 is what?
15.
15 minus 5 is what?
10.
10 minus 5 is what?
5.
5 minus 5 is what?
0.
Excellent work, students. Let's do another one. 12 minus 2 is what?
10.
10 minus 2 is what?
8.
8 minus 2 is what?
6.
6 minus 2 is what?
4.
4 minus 2 is what?
2.
And 2 minus 2 is what?
0.
Wow! You are so strong with your body and your mind. If you work it out and practice, it will only get stronger. Let's move on to our number workout activity. Before then, let's listen to Teacher Kubo for a special message.
You are listening to the Ministry of Education COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program. This is your lower basic primary math level 2 for grade 3 to 4, and we are your teachers. Great work. Now it is time for number workout. Now that our bodies and brains are all warm up, let's start our number workout. We have been working with 3-digit addition problems. Today, we will learn how to solve 3-digit subtraction problems. Listeners, I want you to write this down. 647 minus 332. I read that again. 647 minus 332.
Now, the first number, which is the number we are subtracting from, is called the minuend. 647 is the minuend. Now, the second number, 332, is called the subtrahend. This is the number we are subtracting or taking away. The minuend and the subtrahend are only used when we do subtraction.
So, listeners, I want you to tell your partner what a subtrahend and a minuend is. When we subtract numbers, the minuend is the first number and the subtrahend is the second number. When you subtract the minuend minus the subtrahend, you get answer, which is called the difference.
Great job! Now, we can subtract by breaking down our minuends and our subtrahends into small parts. How can we do that?
Oh yes, let's separate each number into hundreds, tens, and ones. Listeners, I want you to keep track of everything. Let's make a place value chart with 3 columns. I want you to label the right column ones. Label the middle column tens. And label the left column hundreds. We are going to break up our minuend and our subtrahend in expanded form. Remember, expanded form means we write the value of each digit added together.
So that is 647 in expanded form is 600 plus 40 plus 7. Listeners, I want you to write 600 in the hundreds column. Great job. Write 40 in the tens column. Great. And lastly, I want you to write 7 in the ones column.
Okay, let's draw this one with picture 2. I want you to draw 6 squares in the hundreds column, 4 sticks in the tens column, and 7 dots in the ones column. Now, when I expand 332, I get 300 plus 30 plus 2. Listeners, let's write 300 in the hundreds column, 30 in the tens column, and 2 in the ones column. Now that we have expanded our numbers, subtracting becomes a lot easier. All we have to do is to subtract the ones, then subtract the tens, then the hundreds. To represent that, we are going to simply cross off the pictures as we subtract.
Great. Let's do our ones first. I have 7 minus 2. Listeners, cross off 2 dots from the 7 dots and count the number of dots that are left. Great. You got 5? Yes. There are 5 dots left. Let's write 5 underneath the ones place. Great job. In our tens place, we have 40 minus 30. To represent this, I want you to cross off 3 10 sticks. How many do you have left?
I have 1 stick left, which represents 10. Let's write 10 underneath the tens place. Now, let's do the 100 place. What is 600 minus 300? To represent this, we will cross off 3 squares from the hundreds column. I have 3 squares left, so my answer is 300. Let's write 300 underneath the hundreds place. So now we are left with 300 plus 10 plus 5, which equals 315. 647 minus 332 give us a difference of 315. Let's do another one. Listeners, I want you to write down 642 minus 221. Again, 642 minus 221. We are going to solve this using expanded form again. First, we have to break down and expound our numbers.
Okay, so 642 is 600 plus 40 plus 2, and 221 is 200 plus 20 plus 1. To keep track of everything, we will make a place value chart with 3 columns. Label the right column ones. Great job. I want you to label the middle columns tens. Excellent. And lastly, label the left column hundreds. Great. Now, let's draw pictures to represent this. My minuend 642 will be drawn with 6 squares, 4 sticks, and 2 dots. I won't draw my sutra hand 221 because I know I will be subtracting it and crossing it off my minuend.
Perfect. That was great. Let's start in the ones place again. We have 2 dots minus 1 dot, which is 1 dot. So, 2 minus 1 equals 1. I will write 1 in my ones column. I have 4 sticks and I need to cross out 2 sticks, and that leaves me with 2 sticks. So 40 minus 20 equals 20.
Great. Now, I want you to write 20 in the tens column. Let's finish strong in the hundreds column. I have 6 squares, 600, and I need to take away 2 squares, or 200. This leaves me with 4 squares. 600 minus 200 gives me a difference of 400. That is 400 plus 20 plus 1 will be equal to 421. Therefore, 642 minus 221 will be equal to 421.
Excellent job. Okay, students, what did we learn about subtracting 3-digit numbers? I want you to tell your partner.
To subtract 3-digit numbers using the expanded form, we can break up our subtrahend and our minuend into hundreds, tens, and ones. Then we subtract all the ones, all the tens, and all the hundreds. When we subtract, our answer is called the difference.
Thank you, that was awesome. We now move to Teacher Aaron for our next activity called Challenge Problem.
Wow! Thank you, Teacher Kerbal. Nice work moving your body. Let's put our thinking caps back on and do some math. I have a mystery number. Here's my first clue. I am an even number. What does that mean?
That means an even number is a number that can be split into 2 groups. It has a 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0 in the ones column.
That's right. Great explanation. Now, here's another set of clues. My number has a 4 in the hundreds column. The digit in the tens column is less than 4. When you add all the digits together, they equal to 6. What is my number? Again, my number has a 4 in the hundreds column. The digit in the tens column is less than 4. When you add all the digits together, they are equal to 6. What is my number?
If the tens column is 2 less than 4, then the tens column has a 2 in it. So, 2 plus 4 is 6. Then, the number in the ones column must be 0. So, the number is 420.
Great! That is the number. The number is 420. Now, if I subtract 100 from 420, what is the difference? Again, students, let's do 420 minus 100. Write that on your paper and take some time to think. Great. What is my result? Time up. Who can help explain their work?
I think I can. First, I decided to break up our menuing and our subtrahend in expanded form. I know that expanded form means we write the value of each digit added together. So, 100 is 100 plus 0 plus 0. 420 in expanded form is 400 plus 20 plus 0. Then 420 is my menuing and 100 is my subtrahend. Since 420 is my larger number, I wrote 400 in the hundreds column, 20 in my tens column, and 0 in my ones column. I also drew pictures to help me out. Like, I drew 4 squares, 2 sticks, and 0 ones. Now subtracting becomes so easier. I started with my ones place. 0 minus 0 is 0. So, I wrote a 0 in my ones column. I did not cross anything out. Then, I look at my tens place. 20 minus 0 is also 0. So I wrote 20 in the tens place. Finally, 400 minus 100 is 300. So I wrote 300 in my hundreds place. I crossed out 1 squares. That gives me 300 plus 20 plus 0 equals 320. So the difference is 320.
Wow, that is great. Great job solving this subtraction problem. Let's join Teacher Kubo for the summary of our lesson.
Thank you, Teacher Aaron. Well, that's it for our lesson. Great work subtracting using the expanded form. First, let's review the assignment from the last section. The assignment for the last session was that a student tried to solve 225 plus 685, but they made a mistake. Instead, they got 225 plus 685 equals 800. Did you find the mistake they made?
Oh yes. When I added this problem, I got 910 using the standard algorithm. To start, I started by stacking the numbers so that my addends will line up. I know that 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 can go in the ones place. We can only put 1 digit. I know that 10 is made up of 10 and 0. So, I can put a 0 in the ones place and regroup the 10 by writing a 1 above the tens place. Next, I looked at my tens place. That is, 2 plus 8 is 10. Plus the regroup 10 is 11. 11 tens vacant gold in the tens place. So, I put a 1 in the tens place and regroup the 10 tens by writing a 1 above the hundreds place. Finally, 2 plus 6 plus the 1 regroup 100 is 9. I wrote 9 in the hundreds place. The sum is 910. I think the student who was working on this problem forgot to regroup.
Wow! Great job explaining your work here. For next section, see if you can solve this problem too. And the problem is 432 minus 121. I say that again. 432 minus 121. Make sure you write that down, students. Thank you so much. Great job for today. I want you to stay safe. Coronavirus is real. Thank you for listening. Take out your pencil, pen, and write down the list of the following radio stations that will help you to listen to more of these lessons. Troop FM 96.1, ELBC 99.9, ELUM 98.7, Hot FM 107.9, Cool FM 91.9, Equas Radio 91.5, Kings FM 88.5, Freedom FM 87.9, OK FM 99.5, SETI FM 90.2. You can also follow us on community radio stations across the country. Ministry of Education Facebook page at Ministry of Education-Liberia or on the Ministry of Education website www.moe-liberia.org.
Boys and girls, if you have any questions on today's lesson, you can kindly send them through this number 0555 670833. Again, if you have any questions on today's lesson, you can kindly send them through this number 0555 670833. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for that helpful reminder. Boys and girls, that is the end of our class today. We are so happy you were here with us. We hope to talk to you again soon. Goodbye from me, J. Kubotike Solomon.
And goodbye from me, Mr. Aaron T. Bala.
Amen.